What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video back in Planet Coaster in the one, the only Time City. And today is awesome. I think we got quite a bit done in this episode, to be honest. I was actually building faster than usual at the beginning here, in the beginning anyways, and this is a little bit of an exciting episode because obviously we work more on the apocalypse section, make it all pretty a little bit more, and fill in the gaps just a little bit more. But we also, in the Thememakers Toolkit, also have a couple dinosaurs to use now. So we're going to be heading back to the Jurassic section just for a short bit in this episode, which is amazing. I'm so excited. And as of this recording now, afterwards, we now have Triceratops. The same person actually made a Triceratops now. So we'll be able to add more dinos in the next episode. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait until they get some raptors in there so we can kind of complete Raptor Run a little bit better. That will be nice. So everything in this episode actually turned out pretty good. I detailed this building a lot more because it needed the details. Also, these air ducts are so awesome. I'm so glad we got these. I replaced the ones on the gift shop of salvaged as well because it needed it, and I'm going to be putting these on top of a lot of the flat buildings. You're going to be seeing these all the time. It's just adding that little extra layer of realism. I am absolutely loving the Thememakers Toolkit. Some really good stuff and small detail stuff is coming out, which I absolutely love and was hoping for, and that's all I really wanted in life, was to have nice realistic stuff come into the Thememakers Toolkit, and it's just been amazing. I can't wait to see more down the line. Now, this apocalypse section, it's starting to fill in more. We're getting there. We're going to get there slowly but surely. We also work a little bit in the tower rides queue line again. We're slowly but surely getting it complete as well. There'll be an episode where we'll probably just work completely on the exterior of that ride at the same time, so we'll get all that finished one day. I'm thinking in the next few episodes, for sure this time, maybe, we'll finally be getting into the Greek/Rome section, third out of the 4 sections that are going to be going into the park, and hopefully we'll be getting that started soon. If we get that started fairly soon, I think we'll be actually in a good place time-wise, because remember, I have a lot of time in the off-season to do this. You're going to be seeing episodes probably every day of Time City in January and February until it's pretty much complete, so that's going to be nice. I've been again, this is a park that I'm going to be working on for a year plus, and it's so amazing, and I'm already looking at plans for my next park or so, something like that, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. So there's a lot of different ideas for the next park, and hopefully they come together. Now, this one's been super fun, and I can't wait to get it into a more completed state because it's starting to take shape each and every time we work on it, and I love it. And now I'm starting to work a little bit on some backstage areas here and there, so you're going to be seeing a lot of that. In this episode, we probably use the most Thememakers Toolkit items than any other time. As you can see, I used the little wheelie bins, which is a great model, by the way. I absolutely love those models, and I just wanted to put a couple backstage areas in some of these spots, so I put in a couple of fences and even a door on the fence to indicate that staff can actually walk through there to get back into that area as well. Also using the Thememakers Toolkit, a little staff-only sign, which turned out really, really cool. I like that staff-only sign, and I'm really kind of discovering which pieces I'm going to use and which pieces I'm not going to use. Those that I don't use, I'm trying to get rid of and unsubscribe. A lot of people have been looking and figured out that there is a little bit of an optimization issue with the game right now. I'm sure Frontier will get this fixed pretty soon, as everyone is complaining about it, even myself a little bit, when I'm just in the game normally, it doesn't make any effect, but when I'm like placing something down or anything like that, opening a tab, the game freezes for like 5 seconds. It's just like uncontrollable lag. It's ridiculous. All right. So anyways, enough rambling about that. Hopefully they get that fixed fairly soon in the next update or so. I'm sure they're working on a fix for it, and I'm sure it will be coming soon. But in the gift shop here, you can notice that we're actually using another toolkit item, and that is the t-shirt rack with the new t-shirts. Whoever made this, top notch. I love it. It looks fantastic. So I got rid of my old ones, putting in the new ones, and this gift shop will start looking a lot better, I think, in the end. So very, very cool that we're getting some like cool like gift shop items and stuff now too, and I can't wait. Every single day I'm looking in the toolkit on the the workshop, and seeing new items each and every day. It's up to over 450 items now, and I cannot wait to see more come in. I can't wait to see it get into the thousands and everything, because it's definitely going to grow over time of how, obviously, over time of how many is going to get in there. It's so exciting to see, and I'm so happy someone's actually putting in the effort to make some animated dinosaur models. That is awesome, and I'm glad they're animated. Like, that was the one thing also. I was like, I hope it's animated if someone makes some. And the models are fantastic, and they're also improving the models as well as they go along. So, they had like little stubs for hands, but they actually, excuse me, sorry about that. They actually have they actually added claws and more textures to them to make it look better now, too. And that was my only critique about the model, and now it looks good. So here we are back in the Jurassic section, guys. We got a T-Rex now. I had two different T-Rex models that were available at the time. The Triceratops model wasn't available yet while I was recording this. So that will be in the next episode. We'll get some trikes in, and hopefully he's going to be working on a raptor model as well. If not, I'm sure I'll figure something out, but hopefully he'll be working on a raptor model as well. But we got this one of the T-Rex just roaring, and I love that they're recolorable as well. And then the other one is going to be of a T-Rex just eating some meat. It's pretty good. It's a pretty cool animation as well. So I didn't want to put too many of these guys in here. I don't want it to become repetitive, because if more dinosaurs comes out, I don't want to have too many of the same model in this area. I want to try and, maybe have a couple of each different kinds of these models. So here's the one of eating meat. Really cool, and this person's really good at making these. Like, I'm really happy of how these guys are, or how these guys look, and they fit into the game fairly well. And they might even continue to update these models to make them look better, which is nice. And they automatically update as well. Another test that I also did, if you guys are wondering, say you're gonna upload your park to the Steam Workshop, but it uses Toolkit items, will people have to subscribe to those items in order to see them in the park? And I figured out the answer is no, you do not have to be subscribed to a specific item for it to show up in your park. You can even duplicate it and actually continue to build with it even if you don't have it in your library. It's amazing. I love that that works that way, because when I upload this to the Steam Workshop, I don't have to create a list of all of the toolkit items that I used inside it, so that's definitely a positive. I did a test by this. I actually placed down a toolkit item, unsubscribed for it, even exited the game, came back into there without the item available to me, and it was still there, and I was still able to duplicate it and everything. So it was very cool. I think when you upload it to the Steam Workshop and you upload it through the Thememakers toolkit, it actually pretty much imports it into the game, like some online thing or something like that. I'm assuming that way the information is there, and they pretty much all the items exist in the game. You just have to subscribe to it in order to place it down. And very cool, though. I really like that, and I'm glad that it works that way, because it makes things a lot easier when you're uploading your parks to the Steam Workshop and people are like, oh, look, he used this toolkit item, I don't have that yet, maybe I should go subscribe to it. So it's really kind of neat. I would like to give, when I post it on the Steam Workshop like final, I would definitely like to try and give everyone's recognition for whoever all the pieces that I used. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be possible if I could find and remember every single piece I used, but I definitely would love to do that. That way they get credit for those pieces that they made, as best as I can, because there's a lot of good pieces out there and they work really well. So enough of that. Anyways, we're back in the tower ride, creating a new scene in the queue line, the next scene, and the queue line's not going to take as long as I thought it would take initially. I have a couple scenes to make mainly, and then we just got to put in, the railings for the queue and everything like that, and just, put up some signs, everything like that, theme it up a little bit more, do some final touches. I think it won't take as long as I'm thinking, so then once we get all the interior done, we can actually work on the exterior and start making it look fantastic and look awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, so pumped for this tower ride to get completed. Like, we're trying to work a little bit on it every day so I don't get too burnt out on it, because sometimes I just can't work on it for too long and periods in a row. That's how I keep my patience kind of down, is if you have terrible patience like me trying to get a park done, that's kind of what kind of gets me by, is I'll work on something for a little bit, then I have to switch to something else in the area as well. Like, I can't work on the same, thing for like hours without stopping. It's just doesn't happen to me. I can't keep my motivation up and patience well enough to get that done in that specific manner. So, unfortunately, I don't end up doing that. That's why I jump around so many times in an episode, and it may kind of sacrifice progress done. I'm going to try and help myself with that. Also, another cool thing that we do in this episode, it's the last thing we do, is actually finish the clock tower for the most part. We still have to touch up some areas on it, like the corners and stuff like that, but we actually go over here and finish the clock tower. I'm so excited. It looks so awesome, especially from everywhere around the park. And I love that I made it to where guests can go up to the top. I don't know if they will. I'm gonna add some Vista points up there, and maybe even try and throw in a shop or something. I don't know, to try and maybe attract people to go up to the top, so you'll see guests at the top of the tower. Just for fun, I think it's kind of a neat little feature that I'm putting in. I'm not gonna worry about the interior, because essentially it's supposed to be. I would actually put in an elevator and all, but since there's no elevator in the game, I can't do that. That's not available to me. I'm so glad that I went back and redid the tower to what it is, instead of making it like the 3 or 4 different levels of, different way it looks, and making it all just one size. I think it turned out way better and more realistic looking, and I'm so glad that I decided to do that those however many episodes ago, to start remodeling the clock tower itself. It looks fantastic. It looks a lot better, and then the animated clock just tops it off a little bit. That was the best clock that I could find, and I think it actually fit very well. The only thing we still need to do, obviously, is the touch-ups, but we also need to go back in and finish up the lighting on the tower as well, so it's nice and lit up at night, because it looks fantastic at night. I love how it looks at night. And we'll also, something that I want to do will probably be towards the end of this series, probably one of the last episodes. I want to create a beautiful light/fireworks show that goes off right behind the clock tower and everything. I think that would be so cool. I've never really messed a lot with fireworks and everything. I don't know why. I absolutely love those kind of shows and stuff. Maybe it's so time consuming to get those done and everything. I can easily do them. I just really want to make an awesome fireworks show, and combinations with like lights and everything around the area as well, so you can trigger all the lights in the area, and it will be really, really neat. I really hope that will turn out eventually, but that's pretty far down the line. One of our gonna be probably one of the final episodes. I'll set up an area for fireworks right behind the clock tower, so hopefully that will be pretty cool, because I should have just enough. I should have some space to figure out where to put some fireworks in that area. So, but we'll figure it out for sure, no matter what. Like I said, we just have a couple of tweaking to do on the tower. I wanted to do one face first so I could just copy it to the other sides. That worked very well, actually. And there's just a couple of places I have to touch up on it, like the corners of the one spots that come out and everything. And there was this one slight little spot here where you can see the path kind of seeps through. I did a very easy fix. I just pushed the video screen up a little bit and pushed it forward just a little bit, so you won't even notice it, but hopefully, that doesn't affect really much, and it fixed that issue. So, but that's about it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you have a great day, and eat even cooler tomorrow, guys. I'm excited, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks so much, and goodbye.